Alright then. Raid time. This should be more than a bit interesting. I am going to change glamours first to something a bit more ceremonial. Right then. No idea where to go for this. I'm going to assume I need to go talk to thingy. What's her face? Kryl. Yeah, that's it, Kryl. For the next bit. Otherwise, it'll be off to... Otherwise, it's back to Mordona. To be fair, do like Mordona. It's a nice place. Yeah. Yeah, Zerimus last night, that was a good fight. That was something I enjoyed vastly. Nope, she's not here, so we best get going to thingy. To Mordona then. Yeah, that's where. The heart of the myth. Oh, Taylor. It is good of you to come, but I'm afraid there's still no word from Kryl and Grahat here. They're working as fast as they can to compile the findings of our investigation, I shouldn't doubt. But between the Phantom Rail's etheric data and the Monument's epigraph, they have much and more to review. Now, while awaiting developments, I had in mind to pay Snowdream a visit in the Omphalos. If you aren't otherwise occupied, you should come too. Alright. Sounds good to me. And we've got the two little Lalafell there. There we go. On to me dinosaur. Yeah, best time to go fight a few gods. Into the Omphalos. Snowdream has become something of a fixture. So focused is she on her work, she often neglects taking sustenance. Pray her health doesn't suffer. Well then, Snowdream, what you got for me, sweetheart? Oh, if it ain't Taylor and Derek. But no Kryl or Raha, I see. Unfortunately, speaking of whom, would you prefer to be with them in Trallian? Would not prefer to be with them in Trallian. You're a researcher too, after all. I find myself much more effective in the field. Being here gives me inspiration, you see, and of late I've been mulling over the opening words of the epigraph. As beings who endure by the will of the star, we are susceptible to the influence and hopes of prayers. Thus do we commit our yokes herein, lest we stray from our purpose. The suggestion that faith has shaped the nature of the 12 paints a truly intriguing picture. I suppose it does. If truth be told, I was also hoping that I might speak with the gods again. But they haven't graced us since the last time we solved the mystery of the monument. They only do so on exceptional occasions, it seems. Be that as it may, I believe there might be another way to see them. When we journeyed with the gods, Azema told me that each of them wished to speak with you in private, Taylor. In private. You, Taylor. If you were to call them before the heavens, I have a feeling they will answer. Huh? So, why don't you give it a try? And afterwards let us know what they said. Well, it depends on what they tell me in confidence. I for one see no harm in it. But if you are disinclined, then do not feel pressured. It is entirely your decision. Aye. Work to do then, aren't we? So I thought it's a bit clagged up. You now have the opportunity to speak with those of the 12 whom you've encountered thus far. To do so, call to them before their entrances to their respective heavens. You may advance the quest at any time by speaking with Derek at the Omphalos. Right, I'm going to go talk to the gods then. At least it's not Florida. God's waiting room in America's penis. Little rabbit there. Got a friend who'd much appreciate this. Yep. Yep. Haloni, I think. The goddess, the war goddess. How bold of me to... How bold you are to summon me, Talo. 'Tis no less than I expect from you. In recognition of your valour and deeds, I offer a word of counsel. Go on. Well do I know the power of men's hopes. Mortal faith, and there is no faith that I reject. Yet in every age there are those who invoke the name of the divine to their own ends. Be not misled by them. Oh, I have not been yet. I've had to stop a few of them in the past. Including some of yours. The Ishgardians, specifically. The Ishgardian Orthodox Church. And Menfina. Goddess, the goddess of love and the moon. Oh, Taylor, what a delightful surprise. You wished to see me, did you? I did. I'm truly grateful that we can talk like this. As you know, I'm the goddess of love. Yet that obviously doesn't mean I have a monopoly on love. For instance, my brethren love mankind with all their hearts, just like me. And whether or not Oshon is my beloved as mortals believe, I have more than enough room in my heart for everyone, be it men or gods. I love you all alike. Need to say I love my adorable Dalamu too, whom you and yours gifted to me. We didn't really gift him to you. We used him to seal in a fucking dragon, who came out very cross. Dalamud is her wolf, her loyal hound. Mini golem. Right then, which ones are here? Ooh. Bird. Nofika. I believe she was the goddess of nature. Very well endowed. Why, if you didn't Talo, you would just speak, do you? I do. Tell me, have you ever met an elemental? Many hold that they were born of me, and as I mentioned, they are the voice of those who abide in the Twelveswood. At times they may seem excessive in their actions, but it is out of an abundance of love, so pray be good to them and heed their warnings. Alright. I've looked after them. Especially that time we had to deal with the blasphemy in near Gridania. Altic. Talo, is it? I must say there is something to be said for being summoned by a mortal. The life of man is but a drop in the great river of time. Thus are you and yours wont to rush ahead, not waiting a single moment. Be that as it may, Certain sights will only come into view if one stops to look. So be not afraid to pass the time in ways which, at first, may not seem fruitful. So basically it means, take it easy sometimes, mate. Should you dare do so, you may well be visited by an eye-opening experience. Such is the richness of time. This lesson I learned in another life from an unexpected visitor. I believe he's referring to me. Because you meet him at some point in a previous form. Yeah. And Nemea. Well now, if it didn't, my dear Talo, how good of you to call me. I'm sorry if I gave you a shock by joining my brother in battle, but I couldn't help myself. We've always done everything together, he and I. I did notice that. It was such a joy to face you and yours. You displayed the self-same determination that allowed you to defy fate, and it was one surprise after another. Can't feel as though I spoke similar words long ago. Who was it to, I wonder? That's the wheel of time. Be it Aglaya and Euphrosyne. So the next one will be the final one. The Heaven of Fire. Azema. Goddess of the Sun. Ah, Talo, at last you've come. I was right to entrust your zealous scholar companion with the message. Ever since our first meeting, I knew that I simply must see you again. There is something familiar about you. You awaken forgotten feelings in me. Feelings that once smouldered like embers amidst the ashes. Perhaps you resemble someone I knew long ago. Yet whatever the reason, your presence gives me comfort and warmth. May your light ever burn bright. They weren't in on Venar's plan, I don't think. They haven't figured out yet that the Warrior Light is Azem. And now Nalthal. Sorry. Turlo, we bid you welcome. We bid you welcome. Know that though we appear to be two beings, a dual-aspected divinity, 'twas not always so. Man's hopes have a power, and 'twas his faith, offered over millennia, that shaped us into our present form. In answer to your faith, we, the traders, shall watch over mankind as he strives for that which he desires. Yeah. They're the gods of commerce. And taxes. The god of death and taxes. Birigot next. The Builder. Ah, Talo. Pleased am I that you should seek me out. I had wished to speak with you. It does me well to see that you've been dedicated yourself to crafting. In my capacity as the builder, I watch upon your progress. I watch your progress upon this path with keenest interest. The act of crafting embodies the spirit of improvement and advancement. It is my hope that you will strive ever forward and seize that which you most desire with your own hands. I have dabbled in crafting. It is not my main thing to do within the game. And Ralga, the Destroyer. Well, well, if it isn't the dauntless Talo, full glad am I that you would thus call to me your patron. And he is my patron deity. When you and yours investigated the origins of the Fist of Ralga, you posited some interesting theories. The connection between myself and the Syl's divinity in particular. You did well to draw that conclusion. Oh, Ramu! Your inquiring minds have taken you far, child of man, and they will take you further still. So the Destroyer and a god of thunder. But again, I suppose that makes sense. Right then, Derek. What next? Spoken to your satisfaction, have you? Then let us await Kryle and Graha together. Wait with Derek. What a fucking name for someone. Derek. Still no sign of them. Well, he did have that thing to carry, didn't he? There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Go on. As an adventurer, you are better travelled than most. Of the places you've seen, what kind do you like the best? He's like me. As much as I do like a city, I like places that are quiet, and I can be on my own. Is that so? Well, I do understand it. The desire to have a place all your own, where you might be with your own thoughts. Usually, best place for that is the bog. Or the bathroom, whatever. The toilet, basically. If you live with a lot of people, that is the only place they won't bother you. I myself am partial to wandering Eorzea, so rich in ease of this land, and possessed of so many aspects. 'Twas when I was travelling through the Twelveswood that I encountered this fellow. I knew not how he came to be injured and alone, but I couldn't turn a blind eye. He has long since recovered. I probably should have returned to his forest home. When I see him here, undaunted in the presence of gods, I can't help but feel that it was fate that delivered him to me. Still, the day will come when we must go our separate ways. They're finally here, everyone! Welcome back. How fared your work? It took longer than we anticipated, but we managed to compile our findings and then deliberated a course of action. Oh, good! Indeed. Hereon, we should do well to tread with caution. The waveforms we recorded in the etheric analyzer revealed an unsettling occurrence. In the course of fighting us, the gods expended a tremendous amount of their ether, so much so to dilute their very essence. What? Let you worry, you've done no wrong, Talo. The gods themselves wish to fight after all. That being said, we should avoid engaging in further battle until we learn more about their true objective. To that end, we will seek out the 13th unnamed being, whose duty is to watch, unflinching. If Ra is correct, and we have no reason to believe otherwise, that said being is the Watcher on the moon. You'd be pleased to know I've already acquired permission to use the Tower of Babel from the Ilzabad contingent, who oversee the structure with the Gallian people's leave. We're really going then? To the moon? Huzzah! Oh, great. Now I've got to see his crab going through my head. Don't know who he is, he's a long-time Let's Player. He's been doing that for years. I wonder what the Watcher is like. If there are no other matters, then let us set forth at once! Right then, let's go! If you still wish to speak with the gods, better take them out now. They may not be there later. I've already spoken to them, mate. I spoke to them all before you. Before I spoke to you. Right then. To the moon. To Mare Lamentorum once again. Oh. I'm probably going to want to take a leak before the next duty. I have no idea what... I've made sure to go into this completely blind. I do not want to want spoilers. Greetings, Highlands champion. You are ever welcome here, as are your companions. It is a pleasure to meet you, Watcher. We come hoping that you would answer some questions for us. Questions about Hydaelyn. We've deciphered the monument at the heart of the Phantom Realm. In addition to the names and duties of the 12, it speaks of one who is unnamed, who shall watch, unflinching. Are we correct in assuming that individual is you? The 12 have existed for eras. If you not know aught about them, will you not share your knowledge with us? They have a desire which they claim can only be fulfilled through battle with mankind. We wish to understand what that is. Please. So man has managed to come this far. Very well. You've earned the right to know. Remember, however, that I am but a creation. Though I have been imbued with some memories of the past, they are far from complete. First of all, I am indeed the unnamed being the monument describes. An entity created by Hydaelyn to serve a purpose, alongside the 12. Together, they were charged with preserving equilibrium on a sundered and unstable star. Like myself, they were given shape from people who once existed. And like myself, they believed that the world should be entrusted to the new life that had emerged. While I do not possess detailed memories of that time, Venar selected those she deemed best suited to their respective duties. That would explain why the 12 appear to have personalities like mortals. The men and women they once were influenced their personalities, yes, but so too did the faith of mortals. Knowingly or no, when men pray, they will the object of their worship to assume a form that can better grant them their heart's desire. In this manner, have the 12 been shaped over eons into images that fit men's ideals. So you were right, Graha. Hopes and prayers have the power to influence the gods. Yet even as they thus changed, at Venar's behest, they would have refrained from intervening in mortal affairs. As a result, There will have been times when they acted in ways that are contrary to your expectations. But now that Hydaelyn is no more and the final days averted, the 12 have arrived at a decision regarding their fate all their own. It is not for me to reveal the truth of their desire. I can, however, guarantee that it will not visit harm upon my kind. Far from it. Well, I for one have never felt the gods meant us ill. To have your guarantee as well, we couldn't possibly doubt them any more. It is most assuring to confirm the connection between you and the 12. With this, we may proceed with our quest with easier hearts. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. We shall return to the Omphalos and continue engaging with your brethren. That is well. As I watch on, I shall pray that the tale comes to a happy conclusion for gods and men alike. He's curious as to what the real cause is. May your journey be fulfilling. He's been around a long time. Yeah. Right then. I was not aware it did that. Right then, back to the Omphalos. Oh, something's going on. Something's amiss. The gods' avatars are nowhere to be seen. That's because our preparations are complete. Oh, hello. That's the final two. Oh, hello. I'm not sure who you two are exactly, but there's one more in there. I've waited so bloody long for this moment. Limlane. I took uncouth words the first you would speak unto our guests. Oh, leave off, Thaliak. You can't tell me you're not as excited as I am. I would be the first to admit my joy, but on such a momentous occasion I would act with due propriety. Well met, children of man. It is our understanding that you have spoken with the Watcher and ascertained our true nature. We have done, yes. Indeed, we were created by Hydaelyn to tend the star. Having built the Omphalos at its heart and our sanctums throughout ether-rich Eorzea, we labour to preserve the balance of reality. All this we have learned, but there is still one thing we do not understand. Our analysis of the Phantom Realm revealed that you and yours dilute your very selves by fighting us. Would this not impede your ability to carry out your duties? We appreciate your concern, but you needn't worry. Derek? Oh! He's the 12th one. I knew it. You were him all along. Likewise, I knew that you have a suspicion as to my true identity. While my brethren used various creatures as their avatars, I chose the form of a man, the better to share in your solitude. And it fell to me that's a summoner's horn. The Wanderer, to beckon unto the Omphalos, they who could grant our wish. But how could you hide such a thing from us? Had you known my true identity and our purpose, we feared you would refuse to fight us. But our fears were unfounded. You've heeded our request and, despite the hardships, endeavoured to grant it. Forgive me, Talo, but I must leave the little fellow in your care. In the innermost part of our realm, which will reveal the truth in its entirety, I await your coming with bated breath. This is our grandest moment, mortal. Gird your lines, and have at us. I shall receive you with my all. Be as a raging torrent, child of man. Right, so before I do the duty, I am going to hit the gents. I have to pee. But yeah. This makes things interesting. Yeah. There you go. In his wanderings, I can't help wonder what Derek thought and felt. I don't blame Derek for hiding the truth. There's no thing to say you're actually a god. Oop. So Derek is the Wanderer, the deity who shares in men's solitude. And in order to beckon us to the Phantom Realm, he posed as an explorer and solicited the aid of the sons of Saint Cognac. In spite of this, I do not feel as though I've been deceived, nor do I harbour any resentment. Rather, I simply feel sad. Yeah, he was a friend. I understand. It is as if a dear friend were suddenly spirited far away. In hindsight, perhaps it was in expectation of the coming battle that he had to get men at arm's length. Ook. I imagine it must be even harder for you. But to know that one of the 12 walked among us makes me want to do the best we can by them. Aye, since time immemorial the 12 have watched over all who abide on this star, and even as they fulfil their purpose of maintaining stability, as beings possessed of sentience, they also heeded the hearts of men. So let us likewise heed their hearts, and do our utmost to grant them their desire. And I believe we all know what comes next. Yep. I got work to do. By all indications, this will be the final foray into the God Sanctum. This task we entrust to you and your adventurer friends once more, Talo. As there's no telling what may happen afterwards, I shall remain on guard here. Go twice now that you have triumphed, and I have faith you will do so yet again. Go well, Talo. Right, before we go into this final duty, this final 24-person raid, I really do need to pee, quite urgently. Thalea. Right then, here we go. The layer. Looking forward to this. It will not take long. Worry not, I shall hold the fort here. Pray focus on the battles ahead. For the coming foray, you should face Thaliak in the heaven of water, and Limlane and Oshon in the heaven of wind. While Neme would also abide in the former, I believe she has already fulfilled her part. Which means an easy time for you, or so I hope. Right then, straight in! There you go. What's going on in the world first? Come on, last healer. Always nice when people do that. What's going on with this thing? There we go. My fucking mouse was being weird. I think I need a new one. Won't let me click on anything. Alright then. Oh great. I forgot to do something beforehand. Oh, this place is pretty. Right then. Firstly, food. Always use food. Right, let's see what we got.
Come, mortals. Make your way through our watery sanctum.
Yeah, and we're all going this way.
Let us see how you fare against my servants.
Yeah. Oh, great. So it's off with a different, well, with the old formula, which is trash first, then bosses. Yeah. 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 And Triton of the layer. Yeah. There we go. There we go. So basically all those spirits, they blow up. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't seen him use these monsters really since Heaven. I've seen him use shark models, it's not this particular one. Alright then.
Only to be expected for they who vanquished my pupil Bioga.
Yeah. Oh, great.
It will be my pleasure to welcome you personally.
We've had a disconnect already. It's not a good start. So Thaliak first. Yeah. 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 we go.
I have looked forward
Oh,
to
great.
this moment, children of man.
Yeah.
The scholar shall measure your depth of knowledge.
Right, note to self, that's probably going to do something.
The rivers rage at my behest.
And with that,
All knowledge is wisdom.
that's basically a tidal wave then.
At what answer will you arrive, I wonder?
There you go. There you go. Tank Buster. And it's one of the beam kind, so it's one of the nasty ones.
Join me in deepest knowledge. Let flow the waters of your mind. Seek new perspectives, and you shall find new paths.
That one's tricky.
No wonder the others have exalted so.
Yeah.
O waters purifying, reveal their nature.
There you go. Ow.
'Tis time for a test. Share with me your ruminations.
Man, I fucked that up.
Not all answers can be obtained through might.
And we all used the wrong damn one.
Prove to me the wisdom of man.
Yeah. See,
Let us enlighten one another.
go. There we go. See, that one I don't entirely get. There we go.
Well done, wise children. Well done.
You bet your ass.
Smooth sailing so far, I see. Come then, mortals.
Alright then.
Have you got the stones to face the navigator? Come on, don't keep me waiting.
You know what? I think I like it. I think I like Limlayan.
Let me prepare a suitable stage for our union.
Oh, hello. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll teach you the ways of
Yeah.
navigation.
Yeah. I fucked that up.
Mine are the waves and the wind.
Yeah.
Can you contend with he who rules the tides?
At least that one's relatively easy to understand.
Part the very sea. You must get an ally of the wind. Rise above the white caps.
There we go. Ow.
Ah, you don't
Yeah. Yeah.
like the stormy seas, I'm a harsh mistress.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah. Oh great, snacks.
Dance upon the wind.
She likes limiting your room.
That's the way, my clever serpents. Feel the might of the navigator!
Yep.
Go on, my pet. Don't be shy. Boundless as the ocean. Swim free, my pet.
Yeah. There we go.
You can surely do better than that. Bloody brilliant you are!
Yeah. Oh, I'm enjoying this one.
Brace for the storm!
There we go.
A serpent after my own heart.
Yeah.
Well done. To seek new horizons, you must come together as one.
That was fun.
It falls to you and yours to navigate the seas ahead.
There we go.
After all this time, it feels strange calling to you thus.
Time for Roshan then.
Thank you for making it this far.
You're welcome.
Not long now, till our journey together must end.
Alright then. This guy's a summoner, so we're going to be dealing with edges. Or EGIs or something.
I am the last of us to face you.
There we go. There we go.
Strong are they who roam.
Oh, that was a little... That... I thought I'd done that wrong entirely. Go.
You must persevere. My bowstring.
Yeah. Yeah. These are relatively simple, but it's going to get more complex the further we get through. There we go. Yeah.
You can
what's
overcome
next?
this. I know you can.
If you haven't noticed, I am doing. That's an ad phase.
By fighting you, that strength shall be returned to the star. Come, grant us our heart's desire.
Oh, it's a two-phaser.
Say not your steps.
Right, I'm going to wait for that to go off, then I'll get myself up. There we go.
Those who hesitate are lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Behold the wanderer's hour.
Oh!
Here our journey ends.
Go. There we go.
The sweet soul of parting. I beg you, stay the course to the end.
Nothing of any use for thus far. Right then. Move to the Omphalos. Oh,
You're
well.
back. The Omphalos. It's suddenly transformed.
Oh, it's Omphalos.
Servants? What's the meaning of this? Those ones,
Yeah.
I leave to you.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's last then?
It seems we're being summoned. Go, my friend. I will stay here with the others.
Alright then. We're nearly at the end then. Yeah. There we go. I'm saving that for the last. I'm saving my coolies for the last. I'm saving everything for the last spot of this, whatever it is. There we go. And that's why. And now to highest heaven. Let's go and find out who's last. Oh. That's all of them together.
The will of the star has entrusted the future to you and yours. As entities charged with ensuring life on Aetheris, we rejoice in this outcome with all our hearts.
Oh. Eulogia, the 12. That's an that's Eldritch.
Beloved children, time to bid farewell to the relics of the past.
Right then.
Come, children.
There we go. There we go. Yeah. I have no idea how I avoided any of that. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. She's relatively she's relatively simple, it appears. Right then, as above, so below. Save everything. Yeah. There you go.
Not a single note of strength shall be held back.
Yeah. She's got a lot of health. Not close. Yeah.
In unity lies resilience.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got her! Sorry for the silence during that last fight. That fight, I had to concentrate because that was basically a final exam. But it was fun. Yeah. Tries. And there we go. Let's have a look what I want. Not a single Dragoon piece of equipment. Nothing. Nothing for Dragoons. Not a single maiming piece. I'll have to run this again later. Not tonight. No. Right, for now, do a bit of material extracting. There we go. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. Right, and everything's being taken now. And 3 commendations! For 1 death and basically figuring every other thing out. Talo, are you alright? Yep. Thanks for giving it away, Talo. That being, I presume, is the 12? Yep. You have done well, children of man. As promised, we shall reveal the truth in its entirety. If the Ensinger had come, I have a feeling she would have had to fight that. Our desire is simply thus, to give ourselves unto the star as a blessing. In the 12 millennia we have existed, we have come to harbour tremendous power through prayers. Through battle, our essence shall unravel and return to the star, where it might give rise to new life, such as our gift to you. You mean you'll disappear? Yes. The fragments of our former souls which serve as the core of our existence shall rejoin the life stream. Yet though we may fade from sight, our individuality lost, our stabilising influence shall endure. The only thing to change is where your prayers find their way. Henceforth it shall be this, the instrument of blessing that receives of mortal hopes, hope that shall be given back to the star. Your presence brings comfort to mankind. Everyone would wish for you to remain. Would you truly fade away? Such gladdening things you say, child. We must confess, what we do, we also do for ourselves. When mankind overcame the final days, it so moved us that even who we are but construct, we who are but constructs, knew the greatest joy. You have shown your unfaltering love for the world. In return, we would show our undying love for you. Worry not. Myths are wont to be woven and passed down. So long as men hold the 12 in fondness, we shall live on in your faith in us. But when you say such things, the moment of passing is come. By our blessing may you march toward a brighter future. Farewell, beloved children. When you're ready, brothers and sisters. May the font of your ingenuity ever flow. Yours is the strength to destroy all obstacles. Abide in virtue and hold fast to the truth. There is meaning in your deeds. Celebrate life and embrace death. May you flourish and reap a bountiful harvest. In your limited time, have boundless compassion. Carry yourself with honour and forge on towards victory. Harbour love in your heart for others and for the world. From past to future the river of knowledge flows. Be part of its nourishing waters. May a wonderful new world greet you beyond her destiny's horizon. It is making me a bit teary. Be calm as the ocean. You should weather any storm. As the winds blow unfettered, may you be free to follow your heart. You needn't agonize so, Washon. Remain with them, if that be your desire. But this is what we dreamed of, to return to the start together. I never imagined I'd grow so fond of them. But parting would be so hard. Fuck, it's got me. Sorry. Long have we abided in patience to rejoin the life stream. For the drop in the river of time that is man's fleeting life. Why not share your fate with them? Follow your heart, as you ever have. When the time comes, we shall meet again. This game knows how to hit you. I've decided to continue journeying a while longer. Cannot have been easy for Derek to break with his decision. I'd like to hear what went through his mind. And I'm still here. I can scarce believe it in myself. He's back. He's really back. Words can't well express my surprise when my eyes opened to see Derek standing there. Naturally curious as to what happened, but above all, I rejoice for a dear friend returned. What to say in such a moment? Better speak from the heart, I suppose. I'm glad to be back. Glad to have you back, mate. Yeah, and we are glad to have you back. Glad how to fight to describe it. We're over the moon that you're still here, Derek. Or should we call you Oshon? Oh, fuck, wrong way. I no longer have Oshon's power. Derek will do. I was remade from the portion of my essence that wasn't returned to the star, and I will live out my days as a man. May I ask what happened? No sooner had the 12 vanished than you reappeared before us. The very last. I couldn't bear it. Couldn't bear to say farewell. Your earnest friendship had weighed down my steps. And the little fellow's fervent call, I'll do them. I was overwhelmed by the keenest longing to remain among you and see more of the world I love. Upon seeing me torn, my brethren bade me follow my heart. I needed no further urging. We created the instrument of blessing in the faith that, one day, the star would no longer need our guiding hand. Thanks to you, that day's finally come. But I ramble. How uncharacteristic. Let us head back to the Omphalos, shall we? This game knows how to kick you in the bollocks really, really hard. Well, we must return to Charlian. The Forum will be expecting a report. Yet if the entire truth were to be revealed to the public, it would shake the very foundation of the worship of the 12. In penning our report, we should do well to consult the forum on what details are safe to disclose. Most pertaining to the field of mythology will need to be obfuscated, I fear. Were it not on my account, inspired by our findings, I have a mind to examine the 12 in the context of reception theory. The people's perception of deities are wont to be informed by their culture. By comparing the differences across eras and regions, I believe we may uncover heretofore unseen aspects of the 12. Reception theory, you say? Most intriguing. I should like to see the fruits of your research when I visit Charlian. When you do, have care not to reveal who you used to be. Our scholars would be all over you like starved beasts. I see. Perhaps I shall wait a while before I come calling. Sorry. Before I came to find you, I simply roamed the world. I had no objective. Nothing I wished to find. With this second chance I mean to undertake my travels with a renewed perspective. But ere I set out, I would move my brethren's hopes elsewhere, to place in men's midst. Oh, what a wonderful idea! If you don't mind, we should like to accompany you. By all means, we'll make to the Sanctum of the 12. We'll make for the Sanctum of the 12 in the East Shroud. Off we go then. That was... Whoa. The words of the monument are promised by the gods to watch over mankind. It's comforting to know that the promise will endure. As engrossed as we've been in our work, we've seldom had the chance to thus gather and relax. The last no time would have been the meal in Revenant's Toll, I think. Feel free to go on ahead, my friend. Well, this won't be my last time here. I need a moment before I leave. The Sanctum of the 12! I couldn't imagine a more fitting place for their memories. Right then. Right then, to the Hawthorne Hut. This has been quite brutal. And some levity providing a fucking hippo. The Sanctum of the 12 then. No matter how many times I visit the Sanctum, Its Majesty never fails to move me. And of its history, originally built during the dawn of the 5th Astral Era, it was reclaimed by the wood before being restored in the wake of the Calamity. Truly, it stands as a testament to the influence that magical civilizations and city-states have had upon Eosian culture. This sanctum harbours the hopes of men, and now those of my brethren shall join them. If you're not averse, I would speak a little of my brethren. That is, those individuals whose essence lent them form. As it pertains to another age, some concepts may be foreign to you, but would you be interested nonetheless? I would be. I may have met them already. Excellent. Imagine actually being in that church and watching this happen. Birigo was a man with a gift for creating inanimate objects such as buildings and furnishings. With his abilities, he served a supervisory role at the Bureau of the Architect, where he was nothing short of a pillar. His chief was carefree to a fault, you see, and he took it upon himself to ensure the work was done. Ralga was a brawny man who Venar encountered on her travels. They quickly struck up a friendship, and he joined her on a quest to destroy an enormous meteor that was hurtling towards the star. It is fair to say that this event gave rise to the legend surrounding the destroyer. Azema was a woman who served as a judicial officer in the Bureau of the Administrator, an experience which served her well as the warden. She was an ardent proponent of the seat of Azem, and dreamed of training under Venar and her successor. Nalthal was a close personal friend of mine. A merchant by trade, he was outwardly gregarious, but also possessed a reserved side and knew quiet joy in his passion for awe. When men began treating him as a dual-aspected god, it reminded me of the person he used to be, and I couldn't help but be struck with the pang of nostalgia. Nofika was a landscape architect of great repute, who grew plants gathered from the star over. Despite being skilled in magic, she preferred to nurture plants, as nature intended, and her garden never bloomed with beautiful flowers. All who visited were said to leave with their souls salved. I'm sorry. Altic was a researcher who observed newly made creations in Elpis. He possessed mastery over time magics, and was known to be a kind-hearted, if reticent man. Although it was his sister's urging that he first joined our faction, he soon became a stalwart believer in the cause, and always took initiative in discussion. Halone was a formidable warrior tasked with hunting creations that were deemed detrimental to the star. For her prowess, she had been regarded as a leading candidate for the seat of Pasturo, preserver of discipline and order. Menfina was the youngest among us. A student affiliated with the Words of La Habrea at the Academia Anida. Even within that prestigious institution she was considered a prodigy, and hers were the hands that created the magic to isolate and seal Zodiac. Oh, so she was fucking vital! Thaliak was the headmaster of the Academia Anida, a man of learning and leadership both. He presided over the institution's myriad faculties. No known phenomenon existed in which he wasn't versed. Was do no justice to express the remarkable scholar that he was. Nemea was an observer in Elpis, like her older brother Althic. She possessed a caring and inquisitive nature. and was liked and trusted by her peers. It is said that she began the custom of offering flowers to the departed. Limlane was a researcher at Metabasios Thalassae, a facility for the observation and evaluation of sea life. So passionate was she about her work. She once threw a knife at someone who inadvertently came too close to her observation subject. It's like, oh god. It's like, oh fuck, I think I'm in love with a goddess. Oshon was a traveller whom Venar encountered in the wilderness. They shared a campfire and discussed at length what it meant to be free. Leaving my hopes as the wanderer in this place, I shall set forth anew, as simply a man named Derek. And last but not least, the Watcher. He was the chief archivist at Anamnesis Anida, and respected Venar deeply as an individual, even as he cared for her as a dear friend. We may have seen recordings of them. Indeed, among our number, none was more devoted to Venar, and that the devotion made him best suited to his duty, and the solitude that accompanies it. That is all. There's a lot to remember, but I should be glad if they remain with you in some way. We're grateful that you should share with us these new aspects of Hydaelyn and the 12. Thank you. Well, 'tis past time we headed back to Talion. Won't do to keep Odrika waiting. I assume you'll be travelling via Limsla Minza, in which case allow us to see you off from there. Till now I've wandered alone, but as I recently learned, journey is better shared. I ain't going to be raiding anyone after this. I need to go and sort myself out. Yeah. Oh dear. Right then. Fucking nose. So many cutscenes. Our friends are presently booking their passage. That's where you were. There's room aboard the next ship, so we'll be setting sail shortly. Oh, Derek. No sooner do we arrive in the crowded place than the open disappear. It is a force habit, in order to avoid people. I needn't do so anymore, do I? On the contrary, I should embrace the chance to connect with other souls. As your comrades, we completely agree. And remember, you're always welcome at the Baltesian Annex, so be sure to pay us a visit. You may depend on it. You may depend on it. Thank you, Derek, for giving us your trust. And thank you as well, Talo. Had you not been with us, we would have struggled to grant the 12 their wish. Well, we had best find our vessel. While a report odds remain to be compiled, I believe we can officially declare our investigation complete. Till next we meet, my friends. Do you still have time, Taylor? I suppose I do. Go on. Ere I embark on my journey, there's a place nearby I would like to visit. Might I ask you to accompany me? Of course. Thank you. Come, we shall head outside the city via the Tempest Gate. Right then. It's taking a moment to recover from. Right then, Lower Lenosia. Here the wind whips in from the sea like a storm, but I've always found the sensation quite invigorating. Lest you wonder, I intend to strike west and thence make my way through Upper and Outer Lenosia. In order to mark my new beginning as a man, en route I wish to see Oshon's embrace with you. You need only accompany me across the bridge. From there I shall continue on my own. Yeah. Right, over I go. Best RP walk up to him. I sometimes like doing that. I wouldn't mind if you're going to Outer Lenosia. You're going the wrong bastard way. It's north. Such a great wave that rips the gods gripped them from the mainland. In the wake of the calamity, my brethren and I were all occupied with our respective duties. This is my very first time seeing the bridge. Shall we then? Yeah. It's already quite impressive to behold. Such an invigorating breeze. I agree. Oh, Atheris. Your beauty truly knows no bounds. Have you seen the bloody weather? It's foggy. Forgive me, I was lost in thought. I look forward to the bridge's completion. It is a fine bridge, boasting splendid views and brimming with life. The very image of man's determination to overcome adversity. I am honoured that it should be named Oshon. Well, this is as far as I asked you to come. But if you're willing, might be converse a little more. It occurred to me I hadn't asked you about your opinion of the 12. How you personally perceive us, for instance, or what you felt when you faced us. Your words from the heart I would take with me as a memento. I'll be stopping once this is over. I shall be playing something new on. I'll be playing something new on Sunday night. Is that so? The others will be glad to hear that. Thank you for humouring me, Talo, and apologies for keeping you so long. I'm ready to set forth now, to witness a world filled with our blessing. To begin with, I shall tour in Lanosia, and visit those locales which are named after the 12, after which I shall go wherever the wind blows. Together with this fellow, of course, until such a time as he tires of my company. This time I shall embrace the joy of meeting and accept the sorrow of parting. When the time comes for me to return to the Star, I shall share my experiences with my brethren. Needless to say, your words will feature prominently in my recounting. You'll continue on your own journeys, will you not? Yep, don't really have much choice. That's what I do. Then I shall look for you out there. Fare you well, my friend, and may the 12 bless you and keep you. Myths of the realm. And I suppose that, to quote a character from Final Fantasy X, as they say, is that. The paintings of certain deities amongst the 12 are now available for purchase from Duramurt in the Pillars. Those of the remaining deities are works in progress. So we're not done with them all yet. There we go. So, I ain't doing anything else tonight, screw that, I'm knackered. And I need to get ready for Dynamite, even though that's not for a couple of hours. I've got a couple of hours. So fuck it. Normal raids. I need to wind down. Actually, no. I don't fancy doing a raid. To wind down. Nah. I can't be fucked. So I shall see you all later. I'll see you all on Sunday. Apologies for crying on stream again, and good night.